We'll see you in just a bit. Thank you. New at 6, some $1 million problems for a pandemic-era program. During that uncertain time, North Carolina's HOPE program helped keep the lights on and folks in their homes, renters we're talking about. But a Where's the Money investigation found in its rush to deliver that help, the state actually paid out millions of dollars in pandemic aid by mistake.
Yeah, and that pandemic aid, by the way, is funded by you, the taxpayer. So as Nate Morabito learned, the program is now asking for the money back.
Records show the HOPE program has only recovered or entered into payment plans for about $425,000 of the 1,000 mistaken and, in a small number of cases, fraudulent payments so far. That's less than 15% of all money owed, and the state isn't sure how much of the rest it'll get back. Randy Berardi has spent most of her life taking care of herself. So when she lost her job during the pandemic,
I don't have anybody to fall back on immediately.
The Charlotte woman had no choice but to ask for help, dipping into her savings, terrified she'd get evicted, unsure of her next meal.
Honestly, it was pretty bad. I mean, it was getting down to that point.
2.5 years later,
oh yeah, it feels very good. I'm very grateful to have came a long way.
She has a stable job, a new apartment, and her future looks bright. In large part thanks to the HOPE program and the thousands of dollars in rent and utility help it delivered.
Honestly, I didn't think I'd be where I am right now when I look at things back then.
Long after coming to the rescue of people in crisis, the pandemic program now has its own handout, asking for repayments from landlords and utility companies that mistakenly received money from the state.
I would be in shock if I received a message like that after everything we went through.
It's just a matter of human error on our side and human error on applicant's side.
Amanda Stapleton is compliance director for the North Carolina Office of Recovery and Resiliency. She argues the $3 million in mistaken payments is low when you consider the program paid out $786 million in all, noting the federally recognized fraud and improper payment protections the agency put in place early on.
With the larger volume and the magnitude, the processing with that comes a lot more risk when you're trying to operate fast and compliant.
Stapleton says there are 9 reasons why the agency would send a letter asking for repayment. Everything from learning someone received duplicate benefits through multiple programs, to finding out someone was ineligible, to accidental overpayments. The programs collected just a fraction of the $3 million identified.
How do you feel about that?
I don't think it's ever good enough.
Stapleton says the state hasn't yet taken any legal action to collect the rest, waiting on guidance from the federal government. In the meantime, the program has granted appeals in more than 100 cases so far.
We are doing our best to give the benefit of the doubt.
Understanding people's circumstances changed daily during the pandemic, giving them the chance to prove the money went to its rightful place.
Very grateful altogether. It helped a lot.
Help that made all the difference for struggling renters.
It started building my confidence. I felt relaxed. I could breathe a little bit more.
Like Randy Berardi. Over in South Carolina, it's unclear the number of mistaken payments made by that state's rental and utility assistance program. We're told right now the program's reviewing records to verify the status of questionable payments. Nate Morabito, WCNC Charlotte.
And as we've told you time and time again, it is part of our job to keep those in power accountable when it comes to your taxpayer money, especially in situations where there are major mistakes worth millions of dollars.
And it's why we created our Where's the Money team, to ask those with the tough questions, of course, to have them answer them, and to hope that our reporting can work towards answers and then solutions. That's what journalism is about. Of course, we cannot stress this enough. If you have something our team should be looking into, let us know. Your tips help us out so much. And sometimes we really have these stories because of you out there. So send us an email to money@wcnc.com.